I shouldn't film with the... Anyways, that's fine. That's besides the point. Welcome back, guys. We have...
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
Hey, welcome back, guys.
It's the hood. It's the hood.
Okay.
I'm rocking with the hood. We have our Austria Preview. Of course, we have last season's flashbacks, this season's news, our constructors and drivers' standings, as well as our leaderboard and race predictions. That's Julie's favorite part.
Yeah, I love it. It doesn't stress me out or give me severe anxiety. Anyways.
I think that this will be on the shorter side, but I always say that and then it actually ends up going longer, so... Oh well!
We'll see.
Yeah, but before we get too far into the episode, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. For those of you who are new here, this is a bonus episode where we kind of go a little bit more in depth about news that's happening within the F1 community, as well as stuff that we've seen on social media. Some interesting things that we think would be helpful for you guys to know throughout the weekend, as well as our race predictions and our leaderboard that we always invite you guys to join as well and let us know your prediction in the comments. We also have a little points system for us as well, which we will go over towards the end of the episode. And yeah, all your F1 news comes out every Wednesday night, if we can get it to post Wednesday nights. Wednesdays before the race, Wednesdays before and after the race, I should say. Let me clarify that. Sometimes it has to go out later, but that's besides the point. So, we'll start off this episode with last season's flashbacks.
Alright, guys. So, first things first, we have Ferrari bringing upgrades to their car for crucial aerodynamic upgrades to maximize performance on circuit. Dude, I don't even remember if this did anything for them.
Well, it did. Kind of.
Didn't it benefit Charles? But, Lewis was still having a bad season, so it didn't really benefit him.
Yeah.
That's besides the point. Anyways, Austria not being a sprint for the first time since 2021. We'll see if it's that.
It's still not a sprint this year.
Okay, cool. Interesting. And then we have Max sitting on 11 penalty points heading into the weekend. Crazy.
12 would have been the race span, so he was
pushing it. But anyways, that was all from the somewhat important stuff from last season, but now to this season's.
Right, so since Silverstone 2025, Ollie Bearman has only finished 2 races behind Esteban Ocon, and he also has a points head-to-head record against Ocon of 53-18. He's kind of really sweeping away Ocon. So, But speaking of Silverstone, McLaren and Oscar announced that he will have 3 different helmets for each day of the weekend. It reminds me of Lando's Android one that he had, where it was moving throughout the, weekend. But then he ended up having to switch out one of the helmets because of the visor or something, so...
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Carlos Sainz is the driver that talks the most on the radio during Grand Prix, and there was some Reddit user who broke down all of the drivers and how much that they talk. And Carlos was by far the one who talks the most, and it wasn't even close to anyone else. So, yikes. I don't know what's going on down there at Williams, but
Maybe he just wants to talk to someone.
yikes. Yikes. And then Liam Lawson has more points over the last 3 Grand Prix than Charles Leclerc. And Liam has 18 points and Charles has 16.
I feel like Lewis Hamilton and Charles have kind of like switched places this season. And as of lately, which Charles has had some good races, but as of lately, he has not.
Yeah. Well, maybe I won't add fuel to the fire there. Quite literally add fuel to the anyways.
Yeah.
Speaking of Charles, Lando is still 2 points off of Charles in the driver's standings, despite having 2 DNFs and a DNS. And even though Charles has 2 DNFs, Lando is still 2 points behind him, despite not even racing a whole race. So that's great. Comeback can still be on. Comeback can still be on.
Yeah.
My delusions are coming out. But rumor has it that the Mercedes battery is very sensitive to high temperatures. And supposedly the drivers have been told to not follow other cars too closely, as the extra heat can cause reliability issues and DNFs, which isn't great. But that would kind of explain some of it, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like with Lando's 2 DNFs, he was following cars pretty closely. And that could have affected, his car's performances.
Maybe. Interesting.
And I mean, I guess you can't necessarily say the same for George's, though, because George's in Canada, he was leading. But I guess him and Kimi fighting kind of could have overheated it.
Yeah, because they were pretty, back at each other the whole time. And then he, went off the road and his car stopped.
Yeah, and then Kimi's this past race, he was following Lewis pretty close for a while, and then doing the same to George after the pit cycles. So,
Interesting.
Yeah. But at Austria there will be 4 straight modes, and there will be the overtake detection point, which will be right before turn 10. So just a little update on the track there. But now we will move over to the standings.
All right, guys. So first things first, we have the constructor standings. Mercedes is still in the lead with 262, followed by Ferrari with 190, McLaren with 141, Red Bull with 89, Alpine with 57, Racing Bulls with 41, Haas with 21, Williams with 11, Audi with 2, Aston Martin with 1, and Cadillac with 0. And Aston Martin's 1 is from, I think, Fernando.
Yeah.
And then we have the driver's standing. Kimi is still in the lead with 156, followed by Lewis with 115, George with 106, Charles with 75, Lando with 73, Oscar with 68, Max with 55, Pierre with 41, Isaac with 34, and Liam Lawson with 28. And now to our Austria preview.
So the first Grand Prix was held in 1970. It is a total of 71 laps. The lap distance is 4.326 kilometers. The race distance is 307.018 kilometers. The lap record was set last year by Oscar. It is 1 minute and 7 seconds, 0.924. So last year's result of the Austrian Grand Prix was Lando in first, Oscar in second, and Charles in third. And I believe Lewis was in fourth, so the Ferrari upgrades did kind of work.
Kind of work, yeah.
But on to our podium predictions and our leaderboard. So Julie is still in the lead with 37 points. I gained a couple points on her, and now I'm at 30. So we will now make our predictions. And for those of you who are new, if we get the driver in first correct, we get 5 points. If we get the driver in second correct, that's 3 points. And if we get the driver in third, that's 1 point. And if we get any of them on the podium, but they're not in the right spot, that's 1 point.
If you're new here, this is the part where I panic. Lando had a good week, but that doesn't say anything for his team, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, for McLaren as a whole.
Yeah. So it's like hard for me to be like, yeah, Lando in first, because their strategists could totally like F him up and have a good weekend. Oscar is the same way. Like, you can't be like, well, they're favoriting one, because they're not. They both have been done dirty this season so far. So Charles is a wild card currently. There's a good chance his car could, freak out on him again. So don't know about that. I feel like this prediction is just gonna be on vibes.
Oh, no, Ferrari's bringing upgrades.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
It's their engine one that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. So that really still doesn't do anything for Charles with his brakes issuing.
No.
No. Okay. You could do Lewis and Kimmy and Lando and be like, yeah, that's good, but it might not be good because, Kimmy's just had his engine fail on him or whatever, something happened. George just keeps getting handed the
short end of the stick.
Bad, yeah. Max, I would love to see him have a redemption, but he's been getting the short end of the stick too. He's been having some rough races. I don't know. I really don't want Lewis in first, and I don't want Kimmy in first. I don't want Lando in first, but that's not gonna work. Lando's strategy team sucks.
Well, the car also isn't the best.
No. Just pull the wild card. Just says Max wins.
I mean, it's Red Bull's home race.
Yeah, but he didn't even win the last race.
Well, yeah, because McLaren had a rocket ship.
They did. Okay. You know what? I'm here for the Max fans. I'm gonna say Max in first, Lewis in second, and Oscar in third.
Ooh, that might be a little bit of a rogue one. Be a little rogue, but that's okay. So contrary to you, after you dissing Lewis like that, I'm putting Lewis in first. I'm putting Kimmy in second, and I'm putting Lando in third.
Literally, that's the opposite. That was my other one.
I've seen them, and I was sitting here the entire time thinking, "That's my podium, bro."
I'm okay. Well, one, I don't like Lewis, so I'm gonna diss him. But I also just don't want Kimmy to win another race. I want to see someone else win a race, but I don't want to see Lewis win a race because I don't like Lewis. So, but Lando is so unpredictable right now, and Oscar. But I was like, you know what? I keep picking Lando, so maybe I should do Oscar this time. I don't know. And then Max, that's just all for my Max fans because
Max is just a rogue one.
Yeah, he is. That's so bad. I really feel like I need to switch it. Maybe I should put someone else in first and Max in third.
I don't know if you want to do that either. Because think about, like, essentially, you're saying that you think that both the Mercedes, there's going to be problems with both, which very well could happen. However, with Toto coming out last week and saying there might be team orders, we don't know how that's going to play out either. So that could very well affect both of their forms, and then they're really not going to finish anywhere near close to podium. So you might be better off putting Max there.
You're just trying to tell me that because you know your podium is better than mine.
I just gave you the most logical explanation ever.
Sorry, it's just my overthinking brain. I'm gonna stick with it, and you know what? If it sucks, it sucks. I never win these things. I'm just doing great right now. I'm pure luck.
But like, if you're gonna take Max off, you might as well put Charles there. So
no, I'm not doing that.
Because
no,
essentially,
I had him.
you're saying you don't want to put Mercedes on the podium, so therefore your other good car that you have left is Charles.
Yeah, but now I kind of feel like I should put a Mercedes up there, but I don't want to.
See, I give you the way out without putting the Mercedes on there.
guys, let me know in the comments if my podium prediction was actually sound of mine or if it was literally me just being a hater. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed my podium predictions. And Ims, let us know in the comments your podium predictions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on our post notifications so you don't miss any more of our videos. We eventually will probably have some World Cup videos coming out, some main episodes, and then I'm pretty sure there will be a vlog from Im because she's going to one of the World Cup games. So if you don't want to miss that, look out for it. And then go check our other links in the description below for our other social media pages because she'll probably be posting, and then we'll be posting other things as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video.